What's good? What's good? It's the one and only, but what do I know? Boxing coming back at y'all with another one, man. So I got a question for the fans. First of all, let me talk about the last question video I did. As far which was it? It was should Terrence Crawford have fought Jaron Boots Ennis over instead of Madrimov? And obviously, like, bro, if you go look at the comments, not like this, listen to how like stupid people are, and it's obviously that they don't listen to the videos. You get a lot of people, oh, that's a dumb question, man. What do you mean? You're an Errol Spence fanboy, man. Why would Terrence Crawford have to fight? Like, bro, it was a question for just the topic of discussion, and y'all guys are, bro, it trips me out how grown men can get in their feelings about a man that wouldn't care less if something happened. Like, fam, are you serious, bro? Like, dog, like, bro, and then if you listen to the video, I'm clearly defending why Terrence Crawford should not have fought Jaron Boots Ennis over Madrimov. Like, but it was just a discussion. Like, you guys are such butt fans, bro. Like, golly. And when I say butt, I say butts, and not bud fans, butt fans, bro. Like, golly, bro. Anyways, but this question is, should Jaron Boots Ennis move up to 154 instead of continuing to campaign at 147 pounds? Now, the reason for me asking is because, yes, Jaron is in what was a stacked division, but now not so much as stacked. Now, we heard that Brian Norman just got elevated to a full champion at WBO. So, you know, shouts out to him for that. Jaron Boots Ennis got the IBF. All these belts were Terrence Crawford's belts. I think I want to say who has the WBA, and that is so crazy that BoxRec is no longer recognized in the WBA. That's funny, as the WBA champion. That's funny, but who has the WBA? I don't know who has the I gotta look into that, but actually, I believe Stanionis is headed to be for the WBA. I think he has the regular title or whatever, if they still have that. And then Mario Barrios is the WBC champion, right? Now, the reason why I say that, I feel like maybe it's time for Brian or Jaron Boots Ennis to move up in weight is outside of Cody Crowley, which is a good fight, but none of these fights are like none of these fights are gonna really elevate him to that star power that he deserves to be at. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even see unifications happening anytime soon. Brian Norman is with who? Top Rank, I believe. Mario Barrios with the PBC. You know they're not gonna throw him in there. And Stanionis, I believe, is with the PBC. So I don't see him getting any type of unifications at all. So, as a matter of fact, let me go ahead and check the rankings out just to see like what big, huge fight could possibly be at 147 pounds. All right, so shout out to boxing. They do the records or whatnot, but I'm surprised they still have the WBA on here. Well, that's BoxRec. I'm tripping, but anyways, so Mario Barrios, like I said, is the WBC champion. You got Conor Benn, and I think Conor Benn will be the biggest fight that he could possibly have at 147. I do feel like that fight, because Conor Benn has such a big following in the UK, I feel like that would be a big fight for him, more so over there than America. But still, hey, I mean, bro, you getting fans over there. You getting worldwide fans. So, I mean, bro, you can't go wrong with that, right? Let me see. But Stanionis, that's dope. Like I said, they're with the PBC. They're not gonna make that. They could possibly unify between Mario Barrios and Stanionis, yeah, but they're not gonna make that fight. And then what's worse is in the IBF, you got Cody Crowley. That's a good fight. That's a good fight, but it's not a big fight. Shoot, man, you really don't got no names. I mean, you don't really have any names, bro. And then the WBO, they just elevated Brian Norman, so you got Brian Norman, but again, he's with Top Rank. I doubt that they unify. So I just kind of feel like it's almost pointless for Jaron Ennis to stay at 147. You know, I can see him fighting Cody Crowley, but I mean, it's like, bro, he might be wanting to move up in the near future. I mean, where in the IBF at 154, you got Bakram Mukachakalukalev, and I think that's a winnable fight for him. At number 3, you got Erickson Lubin. He's with the PBC though. They probably not gonna make that fight. Tim Tszyu, I know Tim Tszyu would be interested in that fight. Tim Tszyu, and then they have their own promotion. They're with the PBC, but they have No Limit Promotions. They probably could make that fight. Him and Tim Tszyu would be good. Jesus Ramos. I just actually saw Abel Ramos yesterday at the gym. Xander Zayas is coming up and coming. That's a good fight. All these guys are ranked in the the IBF. Let me see. You got Terrence Crawford, who's the WBA. You know, and then that would actually make it easier to push for a Terrence Crawford fight, because if Terrence Crawford is looking to become undisputed, which he did say that a Canelo fight is bigger than becoming undisputed at 154, but if Terrence Crawford is looking to become undisputed at 154, then you go out there and capture the IBF, then they would have to fight you, you know? You got Virgil Ortiz though, you know, but as far as just the big names in general, you got Virgil Ortiz, Erickson Lubin, Tim Tszyu, Errol Spitz is up there, Charles Conwell, Jesus Ramos, and Xander Zayas. You got Sebastian Fundora. So, you know, I think 154 is a little bit more stacked than 147. No names that are just like world level guys, but it's still better competition up there than what is at 147. So, and then Jermell Charlo was talking about coming back. So, I mean, I think you have a better shot of moving up to 154. That way getting a big name, because I feel sorry for guys like Jaron Ennis. Like, this could be a huge star, a future star in our sport. But, you know, unfortunately, it's like a pattern that they go through, and I'll explain that. So, unfortunately, in today's boxing, in today's time in boxing, you have to look somewhat vulnerable in order to get a big fight with somebody, right? Meaning, like, when you're coming out knocking everybody out, and it's like, it's one thing, you have to have the whole package, right? You have to have knockout power, you have to have good defense. Like, when you come out looking unbeatable, quote unquote, a lot of guys won't fight you. And unfortunately, it's like they'll tell you, you know, the fight's not ready yet, or you know, like he still has to work his way up, and it sucks. But the sucky thing about that is, it's like, bro, it's kind of like getting a job for a specific, like getting a specific job, right? Like they'll say, you don't have any experience in this, and you keep going to the same type of job, and they keep telling you don't have any experience. It's like, bro, but at some point, bro, how can I have experience if nobody is giving me an opportunity? So it's kind of like that with boxing. It's like, bro, you keep saying, like, you know, I haven't fought a big name, but it's like, bro, nobody's giving me an opportunity, so how can I can't make these guys fight me. So you know, you know, Triple G had to go through that. You know, a lot of guys, like, even though, yes, Danny Jacobs ended up fighting Triple G, but nobody fought Triple G but nobody was talking about fighting Triple G, no big names at least, except for Andre Ward and Erislandy Lara, but whatever. But aside from those two guys, nobody wanted to step in there with him until he fought Kell Brook, and once Kell Brook had some success in that fight, a lot of people were saying, well, the welterweight could do that, so surely I can do that. And you know, and then Danny Jacobs finally fought him, and Triple G looked. And here's the thing, bro, you guys got to remember, yes, when guys like Jaron Boots Ennis fight these certain type of competition, yes, they do look unstoppable. But if you notice, like, every time they step up in competition, they begin to look more human, and that's just because of the rise of the competition. But that's what happens. So, you know, at some point, I feel like somebody's going to have to give him a shot. And I feel like he'll get that shot moving up to 154, where it seems like because like I said, at 147, really, it just doesn't seem like anybody really wants to fight him. And then it's not too many big names in that weight class, anyways, you know. So that's just my take on it or whatever. I think that'll be a good move for him. But that's just, like I said, that's my take. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. What would you like to see from Jaron Boots Ennis next? Would you like to see him move up to 154, or would you like to see him stay at 147? And drop the reasons why. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. But what do I know?